He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head.
I knew it. I knew I was going to pass out.
I've said a lot about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this. What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Celandia. Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. The mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him. Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the Mancers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs.
Cool, I can use the analog stick to do that.
At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city.
Seems off to me.
One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
Oh, I can see where that's going.
young man convinced her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals.
Oh, he's definitely a giant douche.
When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out.
Seems a bit of an overreaction.
The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
Why would that be an insult? You spent the time to learn our language, you insult me. What? I mean, come on.
It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals. They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal. Almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls. The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tassel terminals.
Douche.
She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mancers, and she'd go free. Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
Whoa. You wanna chill on me? Literally didn't see that there.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Hey. Listen, me. You stop that. Hey, other meat. Fuck off.
day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her. When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
Just the way he likes it.
The shards are getting harder to find. Not everything blew up in the calamity.
These places.
Why, Couldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt. So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too.
Well, good for them.
Best to keep out of the cauldron.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional.
It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Couldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands. Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction.
I can quit anytime I want.
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here. But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt. The taste of air so hot it sticks to your lungs. All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. You can cook those things, but you can't eat them. Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash. The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found. We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway.
Yeah, machete is what I want. Give me the sword.
Place as inhospitable as they come. But still we pressed on.
You keep saying, wait, it's me. I'm on my own. And they're all like, oh, we did this. You didn't do anything. Don't get me wrong, it's cool doing stuff, but you didn't do anything.
After all, when we looked down inside Culford Cauldron, looked down through all the smoke and flames.
Is that like the fire in the flames?
We saw in there the heart of the world, the heart now laid bare by the calamity. We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Jawson Bog.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron.
Kid's hoping he hasn't.
Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him.
That was nice of it.
Sure, it ain't the most convenient path.
Sod off.
Biggest stink eye he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side.
Yeah, I've seen bigger.
Well, it ain't polite to stare. Where there's one stink eye, there's always more. The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. Kid don't shed any tears for him, though. With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city. But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it. It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
Seems awfully mean. God, I'm always busy saving the day.
We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight.
Yes, indeed. Bad buddy.
They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now.
Yeah, we got all sorts. We got a farm. Bastion farm. That's what they call it.
The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again. The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection.